100% of nothing is temporary. Let me repeat that. 100% of nothing is temporary. That's how I'm ushering y'all into 2024. Shout out to our first time listeners, our lost time listeners. I heard that from Mr. Ty Byston. He manages Brain Fires. What a guy. What's up, everybody? Siso Banks, the coolest in the city. That's in his city. I mean, officially in every hood and Hollywood. Shout out to all the ladies in the place with style and grace. Goddamn, we live. First episode 2024. Welcome to Neighbor Studios podcast. I'm your host, Soso Banks. Everyone else calls me Nangam. So, sheesh. Begumnandi pandle. But that was like a much needed break. Right now, my favorite thing to do outside is to go inside. Without any delay, let's get right into the business models segment. So, the first one that actually, inspired this segment is the Since the 80s business model. Shout out to Barry Johnson. So, who is Since the 80s? It's a record label, management, and publishing company. Barry Hefner Johnson and Zeke Nicholson are the founders of Since the 80s. It's based in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that these guys, the way they move or operate, is low key the same way the guys and the ladies in Pretoria move and operate. Here's a quick overview by Zeke Nicholson at the time, how, since the 80s operates or who wears which hats. So Barry Johnson, he's the numbers guy, the negotiator. He works on bringing in deals. Barry and Zeke co-manage JID, Earth Gang, artist and producer roster that compromises of Spillage Village, Hardo, and Mike Dean, etc. Then there's Kai Henderson. They are the branding and marketing guru. They know how to target demographics, mobilize an audience. They also used to manage 21 Savage. I think that was before Meezy managed 21 Savage. They currently run or are the CEO of and the founder of Third and Hayden, which is a creative incubation hub that serves as a label management and publishing company. Then we have Zeke Nicholson. He deals with the admin and the creatives, how to deal with how to develop the sound, bring their vision to life, take their vision to create audio and visual pieces to complement that. He also handles the touring and the logistics. Each artist is, looked as their own startup company and they need a team to, maintain and, build that startup company. So like I'm one of those people that likes, knowing who does what, where, why, for which company. I just love knowing who came up with that brilliant idea, who pays all these people, in this boardroom and whatnot. So this is what Barry Johnson had to say about Since the 80s business model when they were first starting out. Their business model, included the college market and live performances. I'd like to add that this also counts as, artist development in a way that it magnifies the artist's stage presence and how receptive the crowd, we music consumer, are, and building a community from the college, student market. That's why I'm not against artists doing high school tours. Believe you me, there's a music consumer slash acquaintance that was of the opinion that artists shouldn't be doing high school tours. We had that conversation. I believe, that's a stage that should not be skipped as an artist. Like, you can't skip that stage. You should be doing high school tours, varsity tours, when you are able to. Like, that's a business model you should be doing. So the artists and the team at Since the 80s spent like time on the road, for 4 years, Barry Johnson said, building off this specific business model. I believe every artist that listens to this podcast should implement this business model, whether it's individually or as a group of, artists. You guys can go on tour together. Even if you've done it like before, do it again. That's, trying to kind of measure, your audiences again, that's research that should not be left out at all. And then the team over since the 80s told their agent that they wanted to play global monopoly, for little to no money. They were, hell bent on exploring new territories, breaking new artist markets, and introducing their artists to new music consumers. Now, listen to this. They've been able to tour or to be on tour in 4 to 5 continents for a year. So, whenever they drop like a full length body of work in 2023, um, the markets that were like about $2,500 to $5,000 5 years ago are now $100,000 to $200,000. This reminds me of Lil Baby's post where he, showed the internet a document of how much he was getting for bookings when he was like first starting out, and that was like in the $2,000 ballpark, like when he was starting out. JID sold out Asia, which is since the 80s fifth market that was added to their fan base. Bro, JID had an amazing 2023. Like I won't lie, surround sound going that viral on TikTok. Come on, man, that's like every artist's dream. Like, and it's not like a song that he dropped in 2023. Like it's a song that's been released for a long time again. Um, which is why I believe in vaults or old catalogs. Like all the artists I know personally, y'all are too internet. We ain't into that. The artists I know personally that have sent me music to critique or whatever over the years and it's unreleased, straight fire. Like I could name like a bunch of them. Those catalogs need business models and a solid team to execute. I hope you guys are listening. Barry Johnson said that if you're in it for, for the fame, if you want to be famous, then you have to do a bunch of famous shit. And if you want to make money, build a foundation, figure out your business model, and one that will work for you and your team, which is why like I saw that and I was like, I need to tell everyone or our listeners rather, the artists, music consumers rather, about every artist that I can find or their business models. Like every single artist that I can, figure out like a way of like, okay, cool, it's on the internet. I can do research. I can, contact them like, yo, how do you do this? In terms of their business models. Like you can literally go from high school tours to college varsity tours all over the country. Let's say do a tour each quarter or each semester, bro. You tapping into your market and carving your own community or fan base rather. And like this is like only one business model. I'm keen to hear y'all's take on today's episode, first one for 2024. This is our best one yet. Like every other episode has been our best one, but like the next one is gonna be the best one, or obviously. It will be 10 times better. Like don't forget to comment, like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Man, shit, we finally reached like 100 subscribers. Huge, huge. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's, get us to 1,000 more, man. Not even 100 more, 1,000 more subscribers. But this is only like the first part of business models that we'll be, discussing. I'll probably go into Disney's business model or their synergy map rather. And then Issa Rae's synergy map also is super, super interesting. Somewhere on the internet, if you can find it, you can look through it so long. And then we'll discuss it over, you know, the podcast. But the next one, the next business model is a blueprint. Um, I don't know why people haven't implemented this blueprint, like the people I know, the artists I know, because like literally everyone is a fan of this artist. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he set the blueprint, and I'll go off of that business model. So this one was since the 80s the first business model. Shout out to everyone at since the 80s, Barry Johnson, Zeke Nicholson, and the whole roster, the whole team actually, the assistants. Um, I loved, sharing this information with you guys. And I hope you guys can, comment and be like, okay, cool. I dig this part of it, and okay, cool. I'm gonna use this part, etc., etc. So if you know me, you know that I went to Arise by Heineken. I need an interview booth at Arise. I can feel it. It's coming soon. So Arise Festival is a series by Heineken. It's where music, art, and fashion intersect. So in 2022, there were four installments, two at the beginning of the year, one in Joburg and in Cape Town, and then two at the end of the year as well. And they have the biggest artists in the world as their headliners, including international acts like Baz from Dreamville, Toby Nigwe from Nigeria. He's with United Masters. So the first installment I attended was in December 2022. Craziest weekend bender of my life. So a few friends of mine and myself had a weekend away in Strathspey. My homie Matthew, they have a holiday home out there. One of the best places I've ever been to in my life. So in Strathspey, there's a monument. Since it's close to the southernmost tip of Africa monument. It's where the Indian and Atlantic Ocean meet. So we were out there having, a crazy time. We come back to the city on Sunday afternoon and I get home, change clothes. My friends and I meet up at my house. It's a thing now where we meet up at my house. Then we head out to Cabo Litmus, I tell you. So I missed DJ Zinkle, Musa Keys, Sun L's performances. That's how crazy it was. Like I was sleeping in the car literally, and my niggas always clown me for this. Like every time we go to a rise, they bring up that story that I fell asleep. But Oaks, like you can't a weekend bender. You going crazy from Friday until Sunday. You know, so that's that was like super 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 crazy. But that installment was crazy. We got to Cabo at wow. We missed a few performances, but we got them to the set. Ami Fago, Good Lord, she's super, super talented. So in 2022, December Rise, that one was for the books. Now 2023, the Cape Town installment, the lineup first of all, like they announced their headliner like at a later stage. So I get why most people were a bit skeptical about attending as well. Their lineup included Aries, Maglera, Atmos Black, Baby Son, Somnyama, Lelo What's Gucci, K-Mat, and Sunel. But they only announced DJ Kent like at a later stage. So DJ Kent was their headliner. Amazing lineup, I won't lie. That was an amazing lineup. But from 2022, since Calvin Momo was supposed to go there, Calvin Momo has this thing of not attending shows, and it makes me mad because that's one person said I want to experience. But yeah, no, it was crazy time. Like everyone was, we had a good time. And Atmos Black, he's one talented brew. Like I just want to say that he's super super talented because we got to Cabo and then we went to VNA. Like we stayed in VNA for like about 30 to 45 minutes. And then we went back to Cabo again. And then we got there, Atmos Black was playing. And I thought we'd miss his set. Like he's one person I wanted to see really. And Baby Song, we missed Baby Song's set. So we got Atmos Black's set. That nigga made sure. That nigga made sure. Cause yo, and he played banger after banger. Like it was that crazy. So shout out to everyone that, curates and works the lineups for Arise. Like that is one festival, so to say, that you don't want to miss. Like from now on, since we got the 2022 one and the 2023 one, 2024, obviously. But I want to catch it at in another city as well. I want to catch it in Joburg. I want to catch it in Joburg as well sometime if it allows. So shout out to Atmos Black, Lilo It's Good, K Faith. They had hard sets. Like K Faith had the hardest hip hop set for me personally. Venom, he played a song, can't remember what it was, but yeah, nah, it was alright. But K Faith had, a super, super dope set. The star of the night for me personally was K Mat. It was my first time seeing her or experiencing her set first time ever. Amazing. Which song did she break now again? I forgot that song she broke. But yeah, no, she was amazing. She was amazing. So I've been like keen to see her ever since she broke that song. Man, listen, DJ Kent is a veteran, so I don't wanna I don't wanna compare anyone else that was, on the lineup to DJ Kent, because obviously if you're a headliner, it means something. So DJ Kent is a veteran OG, and I love that, no one else could play Horns in the Sun. So the DJs played Iplan a bit. I think I heard it like twice, if not thrice. Wasn't a bit overbearing, but yeah, no, that was DJ Ken. You're a star, my guy. You're a star, but you probably didn't know. And then K Faith, not gonna lie, man, yo, it was a lit night. Are you crazy? Then she played Free Jeffrey, by the way. She played Lifestyle. Insane. Insane. Like literally, if the ground could like open, bro, it was crazy. Like I can't believe niggas and Hans had a second location off the cabo. Nigga, you don't do that off the cabo, you go home. You niggas need to be stopped. But shout out to my plug, man. He plug it, yeah. Shout out to Arise by Heineken. Shout out to all the homies I saw there. The Broke Boys. Ace was there. Jack Lou was there. TRP was there. Who else was there? Yo Pa was there. Yo Pa was there. Like a lot of people were out there. Shout out to all the people I met there. And I don't want to go without my homies there again. Like I want to go. Like I've been to Arise with the same people, so let's make it a tradition. Hopefully we get a interview booth soon. At the end of the year, maybe I'll hit up the people at Heineken. Or if you niggas know the people at Heineken, let them know, what we're doing over here. And, you know, interview booth is, should be in the works. Bro, like it can be anywhere. We set up and we go crazy. But shout out to Arise by Heineken, man. That's a solid, solid, solid festival. It's one of those like where you're like, I'd cool, this one is gonna be here for the longest time. So shout out to the guys at Heineken.